All right, what's up, guys? MTG Game State. We are on the brink of the next Magic the Gathering set, Tarkir: The Return, and I kind of got a little peek of that set during MagicCon Chicago, and a little bit some of the spoilers last week. But I guess on Tuesday we had missed the Coast stream that you'll see us over on Smoke Pack's Twitch channel. I had missed the follow along for the set review of Dragons and Tarkir, so now I'm just kind of like, oh shit. We're gonna catch up on all the spoilers. We're gonna catch up on the trailer. And yes, I'm doing this off the top of the dome. I'm doing this live, guys. So it just is what it is. Here we go. All right. So this is the Dragons of Tarkir. It's Tarkir Dragonstorm, but I keep calling it Dragons of Tarkir because that's kind of when 2015, when that set came out. That's when I first started my whole Magic the Gathering journey. So this set's pretty big for a lot of people of the fandom of MTG, just because it's similar to Innistrad. It's like, oh, another crazy set. Innistrad shook up the world of MTG, similar to the first go at Tarkir. It shook up the whole world of MTG. So now we're kind of just back in that whole nostalgia phase, but this time part 2 on Tarkir, as opposed to part 15 on Innistrad or Ravnica. So I wanted to watch the Dragonstorm trailer just because I didn't get to see it. At MagicCon Chicago, they didn't like show us any trailers. They just showed us the goods. So let's get into this. As far as I remember, it was such a crazy weekend, so much fun. So let's see what they give us. Quick minute 30.
For generations, the Dragon Lords ruled over Tarkir, crushing the once great clans under Talon and Fang. But now, the winds have changed, and a new age approaches. Together,
Ooh, we got some Warcraft.
clans sought to take
This is like a Warcraft cinematic.
by harnessing the power of the spirit dragons. But it was a power they could not fully
Oh, nice Nicol Bolas Easter egg toy. Whoa.
The skies darken with a new threat.
The animation's like literally really good.
It will take the combined might of the 5 clans to face what's coming. Sultai, Mardu, Abzan, Temur, Jeskai. Let those who summon the storm be the ones to break it.
That felt a little cheesy back there, but that's just how I felt. April 11th, everywhere, guys. Get with it. Damn, so that was the trailer. So this was the debut. We had missed this originally.
For generations, the Dragon Lord.
It's 20 minutes. They had revealed this over on the MTG Coast streams that they do on Afternoon Magic. I just wanted a quick highlight real quick since it got pulled up. I wasn't really gonna really go over this. But these are the afternoon MTG streams every Tuesday on the Twitch channel are really good because they just give you like a little bit more in-depth stuff on the sets, and you get to hear from the developers as well as just some familiar faces. Sometimes Morrow gets on there. Other times it's hosted by Blake Rasmussen, so it's just really cool to get into the heads of and hear from the people who are bringing us the game. So it's just kind of more of like a weekly Tuesday panel over on the Magic the Gathering Twitch channel. But this is YouTube. They do post up on YouTube, so I just saw it pop up. But this little impromptu live shit right there. So real quick, I wanted to see some of the spoilers. We did see already the Mox Jasper, already the Skirmish Rhino previously, which is, again, pretty big. This is scaring me since I am a Pauper Commander player now. I've been seeing people get ready to build this deck. I'm wondering how it's going to rock. Mid-range is really big. Mox Jasper, just the card itself is going to be... They told us at the panel this is the chase card for the set, but the alt art by Dan Frazier I think is just going to be highly sought after so people can keep completing their little Dan Frazier signature cycles like I saw at MagicCon Chicago. I'm telling you, it is a thing. Those people do exist. Outside of that, I was just really more taken aback by the new art styles. Whatever this treatment was. See, if you show up to the Twitch channel Tuesday streams, they'll tell you about like the treatments and all that, or if, obviously you go to the Magic websites to read about it. But I failed to, so we're kind of just seeing this off rip. But this treatment is really cool. So this is Voice of Victory, Human Bard, 2-drop, 1/3. New ability, Mobilize. Whenever this creature attacks, create 2 tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature tokens. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Pretty awesome. Damn, what the hell? Your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Okay. Sorry, when you read the card text, it's like easy to read. When you read it with the flavor text, you're like, well, this card is doing a lot, but this is rare. It's basically like a hate bear. It's classic hate bear in white. So that's cool. I just wanted to look at just what some of these like funky arts were. Anafenza, Unyielding Lineage, Flash Thirst Strike. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, Anafenza endures 2. Endure is a new ability. Put 2/+1 counters on it, or create a 2/2 white spirit creature token. Another non-token creature you control dies. Oh my god! So it's whenever another does this? I don't think it stacks. Because it would say whenever. They would word it for each, I think. But if this hit multiple times for each time you're like having something die, I mean, obviously you're gonna try to sack something you own to hit this. You're gonna choose between beefing it or getting some spirit tokens, which are pretty nice. But the spirit tokens don't have flying. Okay. Now I'm in the weeds. Delvoken Pack Beast. So I just want to see if this is a Yoked Ox reference, but I think Yoked Ox is a card from Zendikar. Okay. There were some cards, some of the treatments we saw this, I forget what they call it. I think it's like Spirit Dragon Showcase. I forget, but these are the showcase frames, the main flavor showcase frame for the set. I love this. Deafening Dragon, 3-drop, flying, activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers. Sorry, yikes. So this is kind of another Hate Bear Dragon, but at least a stacks piece, really. It's not a Hate Bear because it's not 2-drop, but flying and activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planes. It hits you, so it's not one-sided. But it's still pretty big, wow. I'm taking this all in, guys. I didn't see the stream when they like were hyping this all up, so I'm like, really don't know what to look for. I'm kind of just going like, oh, damn. When we do a lot of streamers or YouTube creators will like look through every single one. I encourage you to do your own research, so go look up your own spoilers. Back when I was playing Magic cards, around the first time they had Tarkir, spoilers were very like secretive, hush hush. You didn't really actually want to talk about them. The way they have it now, it's kind of planned. It's given to us, whereas before, they're little crumbs you had to beg for. So. Unified Battlefront and another funky art. I am digging this. We got the clan symbol in the back, and then just borderless showcase arts are going really hard in this. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Put up to 2 non-creature, non-land permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. What the hell? Oh wait. This is just a stacked set. And we got Elspeth. I'm jumping ahead, but I think we saw... That next card's weird, but hang on, I'm jumping ahead. We got Elspeth. Planeswalker, if one or more tokens would be created under your control twice that... Oh, great. So she's just freaking Annoyed Processions, but for tokens. Because I think Annoyed Processions is more than tokens. +1, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. 0, put a +1 counter on each creature you control. Pretty classic for this type of card. Those creatures gain fly until your next turn. That's... Oh my god. Destroy target creature an opponent controls mana value 3 or greater. In Arena, in Brawl, I don't know where this is going to go in Standard. This is going to be annoying. Maybe even in Modern we might see this, but it's a Planeswalker. But in Brawl and on Magic Arena, this is going to be definitely a very annoying piece, I could see. Just because we've seen Elspeth already kind of do something similar to this type of stuff in a 5 cost, I believe, maybe around March of the Machine. So I'm kind of seeing flashbacks to things I've seen before. But what weirded me out is this is, I'm trying to think of what to say here. This is the adventure card art. MTG cards, there's a card called Adventure where like it's a creature card, but it's got a sorcery or an instant tied to it. This seems like it's just a dragon that doesn't go on an adventure. You choose, it's just a split card, and they just decided to redo the split cards between. Because normally split cards in Magic are going to be like an instant sorcery split between a card, or if it's a creature, sometimes there's like a split creature enchantments. There's modal cards or dual face cards where there's a front and a back. So this is a little creative here. 2-drop, Signaling Roar. You can cast as sorcery, and it's an omen. Create a 2/2 white creature soldier token. Or you could pay 5, 4 and a white. Flying Vigilance. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gets +1 until end of turn. I don't know what the omens mean or what they're going to do. Again, I didn't watch the Twitch video when they explained that to us, so now that we're kind of going through it, I'm seeing more omens ahead. So we're going to keep our eye on that, and clearly by the next time we talk, I'll know. Oh, this is a good card. Tamur Devotee. Tap 1, mana fix into one of your colors. Decent. Tigan Master Opportunist. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it, then exile top spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. It doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Sorry, I can't read, guys. This is pretty cool. When you get into your second spell, you're going to copy it and then exile that spell again, and you'll get it one more time. It's kind of fat, actually. This is going to be a problem, this card. Already, just the big cards that are big are, I've never seen this before. They're kind of a problem. When this enchantment enters, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Pretty good. Dragon. Oh my god. Yeah, this is going to be a really good set. This into Final Fantasy is just going to be really, I don't know about this art. It's going to be really nasty. Your upkeep Surveil 1 over. Great, okay. So we're just kind of cherry picking along here between all the colors. Just want to see what was up. There's some cards people did tell me about. The names just escape me. I know in the Commander precons for this set, Life from the Loam will be reprinted. I'm going to try to see if we can get that. And the Commander precons are retailed about $40 now, or like 45, so it's a pretty good price. Sib Sig Ceremony, 3-drop, legendary enchantment. Been seeing this one around. I love the art on this. This reminds me of a artist here at the Art Institute of Chicago. Create spells, or creature spells you cast cost 2 less. Whenever a creature you control enters, if you cast it, destroy that creature, then create a 2/2 black zombie druid creature token. Oh wow. So you get your creature's ETB effects, but then they just get back into the grave, which is still pretty big. And then you get to replace them with a 2/2 zombie. This guy's going to be annoying too, but for 3 black pips, we'll see. It's kind of a steep cost. This art looks cool, just how they style it, but I like the actual real art by Eli Manaya, so I'm going to try to look out for this. Damn. I got spoiled this during MagicCon Chicago. Sarkin, Dragon Ascendant. When he enters, you may behold a dragon, which is basically like, you get to, well, it tells you right here. Choose a dragon you control or reveal a dragon you control from your hand. Whenever a dragon, so that's how you behold. So whenever a dragon you control enters, put +1 counter on Sarkin until end of turn. Sarkin becomes a dragon in addition to its other types and gains fly. So it's just a creature that the Planeswalker kind of does. Talking over myself. The original Sarkin Planeswalker can turn into a dragon, so the creature version can too, okay? You guys follow along? You keep along with what I'm saying? Because even I'm not. Runescale Stormbrood. I love the split color though. I guess they're omens. This is an omen. Whenever you cast it on a creature spell or a dragon spell, this creature gets +2 until end of turn. Counter target spell with mana value 2 or less. Damn, I wish, because I'm Pauper brain, guys, I wish everything was just in common that's not. technically playing it. So we gotta get some rarity shifts going on. Draco Genesis, a member of my community shouted out, this is on their radar. 6/7, this is an 8-drop enchantment. You could cast dragon spells without paying their mana costs. That art is going to be great, and I think the card's going to be a problem in Commander for sure for the Dragon. And then, yeah, we'll probably look at more spoilers as they go. I didn't want to get too deep into the weeds because I want to get into the finance part. But I did want to see the card treatments, see what we're kind of getting into. Just touch base. The spoilers, as they keep going, we're going to hear and see cards that are going to break formats and shake up other card prices along in the market watch. What I have today isn't going to necessarily be tied to cards released from Tarkir set that affects their price. But still, it's nice to just check in and see what's going on in the current set. And then next week, for sure, we'll get into cards on the finance portion that probably will be affected in some way between at least the modern format, maybe even Legacy for the standard set. So real quick, I saw a saga. You know you got to pay attention to the sagas. For 2 times, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Or sorry, rest in the bottom of your library in any order. They changed that there. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell this turn, target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. For three colors, it's kind of hard to get, but that ability is pretty nasty. And already retailing for $10. Rediscover the way. I guess it's pretty good too, because it is looting a bit. Then, I don't know, I'm going to keep my eye on for that. It's pretty good. So, we'll look into more spoilers as we get into it next week, I'm sure. And this was the Dan Frazier one I was telling you about, guys. This is going to be the super chase card, the collector boosters, because it doesn't even necessarily have to be the X of 500 card. Just if you remove that and just get this in collector boosters, just foil or not, it's going to be a big hit for your collection. Everyone's going to want it in foil, I assume, because the Dan Frazier cards for the Mox is always best to have in foil. So, that being said, we're just going to move on out into the market finance portion. I know, are those words I'm trying to say? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. PJ, you're in school. You should be reading words. What are you talking about? And with that being said, I'm going to get into cards you should be reading. So, number 1 on my fucking fart market finance list, guys. Avoid Fate. I've been doing research on common cards that I think are really cool for just my Pauper commander decks. And just in that, I'm like, okay, this card's good in this format. This might be good in my commander decks then. So I'm kind of learning more as I've been doing this digital Magic life. So as we keep learning, I am growing and turning into a stronger person, which is why you want to read. So Avoid Fate is a 1-drop instant. It's in green. Counter target instant or aura spell that targets a permanent you control. A $5 to $6 card. It's nothing to toot your own horns at. Legal in Legacy and Modern, Vintage, Pauper, and Commander. There's no decks that are using it. There is a time-shifted version, which is really nice to get for $3, probably a $4 card, realistically. But the finance I want to talk about was the Legends print, because it's always it's good to get super older cards in your collection while you can. So I'm sounding the alarm on the Legends print. Going for about $6 on the market off TCG Player, and people are buying at least $5. I just thought it's really cool, good hit. Even if you're not playing for Pauper, this might be good for your green deck. No one ever sees a green counter coming. It is niche because it's countering auras, but anything that can counter an instant is what I'm really looking at there. And I think this should be worth more because a counter in green is a counter in green. And for 1, you got me fucked up. And it's Phil Foglio on the art. So it's hitting all the right check boxes for me. Going in at number 2, this is another kind of Pauper card I've been seeing where I'm like, I think this is going to be good in Commander though. Like, why aren't we playing this more? Instead of our usual, like everyone plays, the boots, lightning greaves and stuff for creature protection. Why aren't we playing Nurok Stealth Suit from 5th Dawn? 90 cents on TCG Player, market's buying for pretty much around 85 cents. It's a 2-drop artifact equipment. 2-drop artifact equipment. Equip creature as Shroud. There's so much words sometimes I get lost in it, guys. It can't be the target of spells or abilities. Okay, so that's good. So that means you can't fuck with your own creature if you had to target it, but neither can your opponents. I still think that's big. Hexproof is a little bit better in some cases, but I still think Shroud's just good enough. And it plays in blue, so 2 blue, you can attach in your Rock Stealth Suit to target creature you control, or you can equip it for 1. So this is just good protection all around, and especially in anything that plays blue. A 1-drop equipment cost with a 2-drop entry. I'm sounding the alarm on that any day of the week, and that's specifically for Commander. No recent decks in the 60-card formats are using it, obviously, but I was just looking at this card for my Pauper research, and I was like, yo, we should be using this more in Commander, because I'm sure as hell gonna. So that was a pretty good one. Sounding the alarm on another big card that I thought should have been used in Pauper, because I was looking to use this in my Pauper decks, but I can't because it's an uncommon. So it's Miscast. This is a 1-drop instant in blue. Average price on TCG players is about $1.89. Market's buying for about $1.90. So we could round this up to $2 card off rip. Not many reprints in this card either. So could get a chance to get rarity shifted for Pauper, which would be great, but I think that'd be pretty weird because it is a 1-drop instant. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 3. That's a steep cost in Pauper, still a steep cost in Commander. I know people will be like, "Oh, I think I could pay that." I doubt you can, so I'm kind of gonna try it out. Sounding the alarm on it. I don't know. I look at this card and I want everything for it. I'm like, you're gonna go far, kid. It's just when I'm also salty when I see it because I'm like, damn it. I have a bunch of these from my collection when I was looking for Pauper cards for my bulk. And I'm like, I have so many of these that I can use for my Commander decks, but I can't use you in my Pauper decks where I really want to use you. I'm not really much of a blue counter player. I'm a blue spell player, but I'm not much playing in counter. I'm not that evil, okay, guys? So that's 3. Honorable mention, breezing through them. This was from my Pauper Commander. Again, more Pauper Commander research. Lotus Petal, please, if I could spell. Can't read or spell. What happened to you guys? This is the Tempest version, but it does suffer from it's reprinted in all the baller sets, especially Mystery Boosters 1 and 2. Kind of getting close to 21 bucks. But average price on TCG players $22. Market's buying for about 21 bucks. We could probably try to find this for 20 bucks. You're good from any set usually, outside of from the vault or masterpieces. And what this is, it's a 0-drop. You can play it for free. It's an artifact. Tap, sack, add 1 mana of any color. Restricted and Vintage, pretty rare to see a restricted card. It's used everywhere in Legacy and Vintage and Pauper, as you see. I'm using it for Pauper Commander. I do use it in Commander. Some people say this isn't that good in Commander. I don't know. I beg to differ. CDH players, let me know if you use this. I feel like you do. It's neither here nor there. I own this card, so I'm kind of like, haha, money. But at the same time, I'm using it for my competitive Pauper Commander tournament. And that's pretty much all there is to it on that. So this is kind of why I wanted to slip it in as the 4th honorable mention for the evening. And again, yeah, that's the Market Watch. Today is March 21st, 2025. This is the Twitch end. If you're going to see this on YouTube, we will be uploading the dedicated segment Monday, March 17th. But if you want to watch just the full VOD back of the Twitch channel, you can see it up on the YouTube, which will be the 16th on Sunday. So that's I apologize, which will be on the 22nd. That's Saturday. That's the day after this live stream. So we post all the VODs if you want to get the market information early without the timestamped video. They'll always drop on a Saturday. And our Market Watch, just dedicated cut segment with the news and all that timestamp, will always drop on a Monday. Usually trying to get these around at like a 12 a.m., 1 a.m. drop, so we can just get stuff out for anyone who's up in Europe and outside of the United States. That 7-hour time difference, hook you guys up. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna keep it moving.